So Fulaim have only gone and done it again. I'm currently using the X5, which is for cameras and DSLRs and also mobile. You can use it on mobile, don't get me wrong. But they decided to bring one out called the X3, and this one is dedicated to mobile devices only. But before I go into any more detail, let's get into the unboxing and see what you get inside. So here we have the box. As you can see, a very nice design. Shows you exactly what you get inside on the back as well there. Then you open up this nice little magnetic flap, which is a very nice touch. And that is where you see your Fulaim manual, which will tell you all the specs, the details on how to set this up, things like that, which we'll go through. This is the case for the X3, very similar, pretty much exact to the X5 here. The X5 comes with obviously what I'm using now. This one I don't believe has the same technology with the little UV lights at the top there to kill bacteria and stuff. Pull this little tab here. Oh yeah. And these are the X3s. Now, companies have started to take on this sort of pound shape or this very button style looking design. And the cool thing about this is not only do you get the USB-C adapter here, but you also do get a lightning adapter as well. But before we jump into any specs of these, we're going to swap over to these microphones on a mobile device so you can see it more of a hands down. We can test the microphone quality out there. So as you can see, I've got my phone here. We're going to set this up real quick. All you do is throw in the required receiver into your phone. I'll then turn on, as you can see, little blue lights there. Then you get your 1 or 2 whatever receivers. You can use both at the same time, and then you are ready to go. Now, the cool thing with this is you can clip it and then use a magnet to attach to it. There are some accessories, and one of the accessories is pretty cool. It's this little magnet here, which is on a lanyard, if you will. So you get 2 of these little magnets here, and what these basically mean is put this underneath a shirt and then clip it like so, and then just have that hidden, or even take that off if you wanted to, or you can clip it to this and then actually put that around your neck so it's there if you wanted to use it. But anyway, what I'm going to do is clip it to my hat so we get the same audio distance. We're going to clip it exactly to the same distance as this one. Make sure the microphone is the right way. Whoa, they are so small, they're so fiddly as well. Clip that on there. Now I'm going to start recording on my phone. Now the microphone is picking up through the X3 here, so this is the difference between the X5. I'm going to talk now with the X5 connected, and I'm going to talk with the X3 connected, and you can sort of see the difference, if you will, if there is any. I don't know until obviously I've recorded this, but I'm going to do a little test and leave the receiver here and walk around again and see if it picks up my voice as I leave the room. I'm going to leave that camera there, just staring at that, and I'm going to walk away and see if it picks it up. So as I'm walking out the room here and into the other room over this side, and see if it's still picking me up as I'm walking into this room here, and if it is, that's fantastic. For a microphone on a phone, it's crazy if it's picking me up. So I'm going to come back into the room now and see if it still picks me up on the way in. Right, okay, so we are back, and I don't know if it picked me up or not. If it did, that's fantastic. That is the normal test that I normally do, is I walk away, go through a couple of walls, and because this is an old building, the walls are thick, so if it gets through that, you're good to go with a good long distance. Now I'm going to leave my phone on just so I can get the recording for the rest of the video through the X3. Now what we're going to do is show you the rest of these little accessories that you get inside here, and one being this small windbreaker. And how this works is just by magnets. Clips on just like that, and now you have a nice little windbreaker. Now don't get me wrong, I think they're amazing. They are very small and very fiddly. I find it sometimes it's hard to notice if the microphone's facing the right way, if it's facing forwards or backwards, so that could be an issue on sometimes if you've put the mic on, not realize it's rotated and you're actually recording your feet and not the audio from your mouth. But overall build quality, absolutely fantastic. I think it is a unique item for any person that is recording on mobile, because that's the thing, I do a lot of TikToks on my mobile. Instead of pulling out a whole camera rig and setting up, you know, receivers, transmitters and all of that stuff, I can whack out my phone, just plug this in, and it's ready to go. So this is perfect for any TikToker, any Instagram reels, anything that you're recording directly on your phone. You now have a very good quality mic. Magnet is strong, it's not weather sealed. If it does have rain or heavy downpour, get this thing away, get this thing in dry. And again, obviously being with wireless microphones, the lithium battery, if you're not using it over a certain amount of time, every 3 months make sure it's fully charged, because then you're stopping yourself from sort of basically killing the battery off before you've even used it, sort of thing. But again, people might know that already. Let's actually go over some of that, like the battery life specs and things like that. So the microphone is a condenser microphone. The direction of the audio is omnidirectional, so it does pick up around the whole area of the microphone. Bit of an issue I've just found is that it doesn't tell me the battery life at all for any of the devices. I'm guessing it's going to be similar to the X5, where I believe it was like 1.5 hours on charge for the battery case to give like 2 full charges. The receivers would last up to 6 hours or 9 hours, and the transmitter would last up to, again, 6 to 9 hours. I think, don't hold me to that because it doesn't actually tell me, and you know, I thought it would tell me in the manual, but I guess not. I mean, that's the only downfall that I found so far. It doesn't actually tell you the full specs in the spec sheet. It tells me that it's a 500 milliamp battery. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can go check it out yourself, and it might say it on the website for you, the battery life. But I feel like that should have been really in the manual, just so people know how long to leave things on charge so they don't overrun their battery. But that's just me. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the audio sounded good. If it didn't, I've got the X5 ready to just back it up if it has, you know, distorted or it just doesn't sound good. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's get to 100k. That's the goal. And as always, capture, create, captivate, and I'll see you all in the next video.